Hey everybody, Russ W. Yoker, Go Hills TV, powered by JBS. It's a Hy-Vee Warrior win in Game 2 today. We dropped the first one 8-3, pick up the second one 12-6. Coach Torrez joining us now. Coach, all in all, after yesterday, you got to be pretty proud of the way your team came back today and responded.
Yeah, I thought they came out and they had some fight in them. Even in Game 1, I know we lost 8-3, but just the difference between the two games. In Game 2, we had some big hits, some big pitches, and big moments. And in Game 1, we didn't really do that. But they came out and they had energy. They played hard, and they showed up to work early. I showed up at like 8:15. There were guys in the cages. They were ready to go. They didn't feel. I'm sure they felt a little bit emotional about yesterday, but they came out and said, "Hey, we're going to come up and get to work."
Owen Corbett, I thought, was good for you in both games today.
Yeah, he can really rip a slider. He can really do that, and he threw some big pitches and some moments there, and it's really good to see that kid just continually progress and get better. He came in as a 82, 84 guy that could barely throw a breaking ball, and now he's up there ripping breaking balls and, throwing 87, 88 mile-an-hour fastballs. So, he's earned what he's getting. I tell the guys, you get what you earn.
Well, you look at Game 1 today, you're going up against Gießen for them, 1.88 ERA, hadn't lost a game. He gets the win today, but you did what you had to do for the most part, I thought. You stay in the game, try to win it against the bullpen. We just didn't get that done, but we had some quality at-bats against him, and we kept ourselves in the game till late.
Yeah, we did. I thought we did a good job offensively. And like I said, the only difference between the two offensive outings were the big hits in two-out situations, whatever. We got a couple of those. We were able to, use our running game a little bit here in the second game also. And I think those are some of the things that, when we have that opportunity and we're not chasing runs so much early, we can try to do some other things.
Acevedo had a big catch in that second game, and those are the kind of plays you have to make if you're going to have a good season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we made big plays, we made big pitches, we made good swings, and that was a really good play by him to minimize an inning right there. It was really huge for us.
I thought Peterson was good for you today. He gave you some good innings to start that second game.
Yeah, well, him starting, he hadn't started all year, and he got, he gave us, that's not technically a quality start, but for us it was quality, and he hadn't done it all year, and he just started to run out a little bit of gas because he hadn't been stretched out that far. And I was really just hoping we could get something, through the fourth, and I think we got into the fourth.
And Chang, I thought, was phenomenal in the first game.
Yeah, he did a really good job. On both sides of the plate, 3 pitches for strikes, really held it down, and then we just kind of, lost it in one inning there. But he was really good. They can really hit, man. They can really hit.
No doubt. And he seemed like the right guy for that game too, because he doesn't really walk anybody and keeps the ball in the zone, keeps the ball in play. He had 8 strikeouts, but he keeps the action going, and that's probably just the ideal guy to come off of yesterday's game. For
sure it was. He got in the strike zone. The other thing he's really he doesn't get riled up. There's not a lot of emotion out of that kid. The kid from Taipei and nothing really bothers him. But he has some fire in there. He wants to compete, and he did a really good job for us in Game 1. And then, the bullpen here in the second game did a really good job. Curtis came in, threw some big pitches, and got us through some innings. And then, Owen did a really good job there at the end.
Well, I know the record's not where we want it to be right now, but we're just now coming into April. Now's when the baseball season really gets going. You're going to play a lot of baseball in the next 6 weeks. A long way to go. You just got to be playing right at the right time. What's the message to the team now as you head into the meat of the season?
I think the message is the same thing as I talked to him last night. Like, the day's over. We got to get back to work. We got to fight, and hopefully this gives us, Like, that was a pretty quality arm. We went out there and had some at bats, and hopefully that gets us rolling and gives us some confidence that we can go out and we can do something well against quality pitching. They ran a whole bunch of arms out of the bullpen that were pretty good.
There was a 9 in front of a lot of their pitches.
Yeah, so they ran some quality arms out of there, and we did a really good job.
Kevin Ramos hit one about 4 miles there. Man, he can really sting a baseball.
Yeah, he does a really good job. He works really hard. He listens. He's putting quality at bats together, and sometimes he gets out of there and gets out of whack, like all big hitters do, and they want to jump to the front. But when he stays connected and he stays back, man, he can really jump all over a baseball.
All right, the Warriors get the win, 12-6, a Hy-Vee Warrior win in the second game today. And now we will head into April, the meat of the season. Our next broadcast for Warrior Baseball will be on the 8th, as Indian Hills Baseball going to go on the road here for the next few games. Coach, appreciate your time, and congrats on the Hy-Vee Warrior win in that second game today.
Thank you. Thanks for being out.
That's going to do it for us for Go Hills TV, powered by JBS.